Hey Mike, welcome to Arkansas Treasures.
Thank you.
You've really brought some interesting things in with a great amount of family history tied to it. You've brought two engravings in by Knute Heldner, who was a Swedish American, was a Swedish immigrant who arrived in America and then spent the rest of his life in America. Tell me a little bit about what you know.
Well, I know that these two were given to my grandmother probably in the late 60s or early 70s. So my grandfather was stationed in New Orleans. He was in the military, and they put him in a place called the Jackson Barracks.
Okay.
And my grandmother was in building number 6, and she made friends with a lady in building number 4. And when she was leaving, she gave these two to my grandmother.
Okay, how cool.
I know that this one is a famous courtyard in New Orleans, and I was actually, when I was 5 or 6 years old, my grandmother took me to that courtyard.
How cool.
So that we could have lunch and stuff in there. Yeah, it was neat.
That's a great connection, because this is one of New Orleans' famous and many courtyards, and Mike has actually been here as a child with his grandmother from looking from the engraving, which I think is cool. Mr. Heldner started out in Minnesota, and then he started wintering in New Orleans, where it was warmer in the winter, and he went back to Minnesota to winter, which was cooler in the summer. And these are great. They're engravings. They're probably from, he started going into New Orleans in the 1920s. He died in the 50s. I think these are probably 30s, 40s, and many of these were sold to the tourist trade in gift shops in New Orleans. People, it's a really big deal in the South for people to honeymoon in New Orleans, and I'm sure people bought these as a souvenir of their honeymoon. I think they're wonderful. I love the connection, and you guys have had them for years.
Yes.
Years.
Yes.
And we had a great discussion earlier. We talked about engraving, and it's got a double signature. We have his actual signature, and then we have a monogram that he uses, so they're signed double. And we hope if we get them out of the mat, they might be even signed and numbered under there.
Oh, okay.
But I think they're really cool, and he's going to do a little conservation mat on it, get some acid free on it. They're a great collection, and I think I'm probably going to value each one around the $450 to $600 range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Well, the sentimental value of it, you know, with the family is much more than that. But,
absolutely. And I wish we had the picture of you in the courtyard.
I wish I'd have brought that.
Next time.
Yes, next time I'll bring that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. Okay. Appreciate it.